Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Done. Yeah.
Um, can someone give me thumbs up if my screen is visible?
Yes,
Yes, yes. Done.
visible.
We'll continue. So, what is ERP? That is the first prime thing as we are using ERP. That is what we need to know. So, ERP will get to know what is ERP and what are the benefits of ERP, limitations of ERP, and R3 system architecture. What will be the R3 system architecture, and what are the tools which are used in the ERPs. So coming to ERP, ERP is an integrated information system that serves all departments within an enterprise. So every organization will have different departments. So the integrated system software, which allows coordination of all the departments, is ERP. Uh, it implies packaged softwares rather than proprietary software written by one for one customer by or one for one customer. For example, some softwares which are available in the SAP also are particularly called as industrial specific softwares. So those softwares are to particular set of customers which are available. For example, news. So industrially, SAP provides a separate set of SAP packages for the news channels who can use. And people who are using production servers, separate SAP packages will be provided. So this includes manufacturing, order entry, account receivables, payables, ledgers, purchasing, warehouse, transportations, human resource, and even the big topics also now has broken into small topics where even is broken into supply chain management of the so supplier relation management, vendor management, or only purchasing, only procurement. So these are different entities we can see. So ERP architecture, simple picture you can see. So ERP involves all these modules, all these departments. So every organization will be having base of this departments like finance, production, planning, engineering, purchasing, CRM, sales, etc. And coming to ERP is capable of handling three C's, and one is customer, other is competition, other is change. So these are the three main C's which are covered by ERP. For example, customer, a new market, high expectations, unique needs. Competition, definitely there are n number of ERPs which are available globally. So if you want to compete with your customer, ERP, if you use an ERP and the other person is not using an ERP, the time consumption will be less for you, which increases your productivity. So to handle competition, ERP is useful. And even if there is a change, your ERP, uh, if those changes are introduced into your ERP, and your product life cycle calculations also can be calculated easily basing on the system configurations which are available in the ERPs. So what are the benefits of the ERP? I am saying. So fragmentation of data and processing, because of huge data, so storing a huge data at single place may get may confuse the person who is using it. So that fragmentation of data is possible in ERP. Flexibility of change. So Standard SAP may not provide you the solution for, or standard ERP may not provide you the solution for the process in your company or any other company. So uh, there is a possibility where it has the flexibility to adapt, and the changes what you required can be drawn into the ERP system. Unstoppable technologies. These are definitely unstoppable technologies and unsupportable technologies. There are some unsupportable technologies which are available, which cannot be used by companies, and those unsupportable technologies can be avoided by using this ERP. And next, there are some century date issues in some other ERP. Century date issues means millennium 2000. So 1999, after that, there is a change to 2000. So the calendar reset problems are there in some ERPs. So those calendar reset problems are also solved in this SAP. So benefits of a user who is using an ERP is to integrates business operations. Like he wants some finance data, he can just click on the system and look into the finance data. What is the material available? So he can click on the material and he can see the stock. So he can enter the data. Multiple times of data entry is also provided. So optimization across different departments is the benefits of ERP. Okay, so top management level, everybody at the top management level will be will be requiring about reports and final outcomes to just know whether my company is going in a larger scale, or what are the profit and loss which our company has gained. So to know these details, reporting level, even top managements also monitor reports. So for those reports also, these ERPs are very useful and very time effective. We can say that. Okay. So next come to limitations of ERP. So limitations of ERP means huge amount of data if it is fed to an ERP. For processing, definitely it will take time, and for giving the desired results, it will take time. So while implementation of the ERP itself, so many dimensions are need to be taken care, where this data for that ERP is fed clearly, and obtained results, which are the priority basis. We need to fed the data and obtain the results as per the system outcome. So functional and business knowledge is required for implementation. Software project management, database and network management, strategies and technical consultant. So all these dimensions will make an ERP, and these ERPs, before giving into user, they also need to get trained. So these are the examples of different ERPs which are available right now in the market, which are top level. Oracle, most of the people are known about Oracle also. SAP is one more ERP. Microsoft Dynamics, JD Edwards, so PeopleSoft, BAN. So these are different ERPs which are available in the market, and there are more also. So popular ones I have displayed it for your reference. So, what is SAP R3? So, R3 means it's a three-tier architecture. Uh, SAP acronyms for the system application and products in data processing. General purpose platform that enables system configurations as per specific needs of each customer. So, As per specific needs of each customer, what we mentioned is because if any customizations or changes are required, SAP will allow you to make those changes easily. It's a series of integrated core business modules. As I previously explained, there are different modules MM, PP, uh, SD, F5. All these modules are integrated. A set of functions that implement best business practice. Client server software process business transaction, a methodology for implementing application software. So uh, SAP R3 means that SAP has started in 1972, Waldorf, Germany. More than 13,000 companies in over 100 countries. Now the number increased to uh, around 23,000 companies, around 100 companies all over the world. And more installations are being increasing on day by day basis. More than half of the world top companies are using SAP. So there are more employees around 130 countries in SAP. So why SAP is fastest growing and why we need to shift to SAP at the earliest means, I say after everybody learning SAP before it comes an outburst, we are the first to enter into that software, and will be easily knowing those softwares and proceed faster than the other person. So now most of the people is knowing about SAP, but they are not ready to take a chance whether to go for SAP or not. But I say definitely going with SAP is the best time right now, because the opportunities which are available are so high, and they are considering if they have any production or domain knowledge or any knowledge or any experience with the client. In future, they may not consider, they may consider only SAP knowledge is enough. But now, the previous experience, even though you are working in some other company with some other software, if you have a client based experience more, so they are considering that experience also and offering SAP jobs right now. So, 7 out of top 10 most companies in the world are using SAP. 9 of 10 most profitable companies in the world are using SAP. So these are the different scenarios about top 500 Fortune companies. And coming to ERP market and distribution. So tier 3 and others are around 37 and 22% of the market is completely is occupied by SAP. Now it has increased for this year to 28%. So as I said, there are 14 different languages available in SAP. So all those languages make SAP easy to access in different countries. So when a person has a company which is worldwide spread, when an organization is worldwide spread, so it will be easy for them to select an ERP which can be accessible to those countries within their language, which will make them easy to work. So that benefits are there in SAP. So SAP HANA has more benefits nowadays. So everybody is preferring even HANA. There are some products like Fury, where SAP can be used at mobile level for approval and other purposes also. So HANA is emerging faster than other ERPs. So this is initially started in 1972 by 5 IBM employees. So later on, in the 80s, it has emerged as R2 systems. And in the 90s, it has emerged as R3 system. And so 2000 to present, SAP NetWeaver ECC, which you people know, and now the HANA technologies. And coming to updated HANA technologies, even Fiori applications, and even BTP applications are also available in the market. So this is the uh, diagram of where how it coordinates with the other modules. Now, there are three different layers. Why it is called R3? So there are three different layers, where first layer will be your presentation layer, second layer will be your application layer, third layer will be your database layer. Why it is R3 means these are the three layers which are available in SAP R3 architecture. In the presentation layer here, you'll give some data and it will go to the application server and database management server. So if one person asks a question uh, to the database management, it will fetch the data to the application server and provide the answer to that person. If the same question has been asked by second person, it will directly fetch that answer from the application server, not going to database management server. So the time constraint from moving the question to the database, searching the complete database, and providing the answer back to the person who has asked, and getting that answer from the middle interface, which is already available, will makes your time very easy and makes your work faster. So this is the three-tier architecture which is provided by SAP. And next comes to system platform, basis systems, and application systems. So first will be client server. So two-tier architecture previously used to be only database structure and presentation layer, but there is no application layer in between the two-tier architecture. But basing on the data which is fed to the system, so if there is an application layer which can fetch the data from the middle, so that is what they have introduced and make this SAP as R3 architecture. So these are some other and what are the ERPs and what are the architectures which are available, Unix systems, how it differentiates is an image. So two-tier configuration is where database to direct presenter. Three-tier is where application processor is also available. So now going to SAP. There are technical modules and functional modules in SAP. Technical modules will be ABAP, Advanced Business Application and Programming. Basis is System Administration. So functional modules are what our includes. So is a functional module, and the consultant who is working on that is a functional consultant, FA. So these are different modules which are available: SD, FICO, PP, CRM, SEM. And next clients comes to client. So where in your database your data is stored is the instance and client. So client 100, client 200, client 300. So your database level, storage level is your client. So SAP key terminologies client 100, client independent. What are client independent technologies and client dependent technologies? So they can ask you that also. Client independent technologies are like coding, configurations. Those are client independent technologies. So when you do some changes in that client, it will be applicable to that client only. And client dependent technologies, configurations, sales areas. Client independent is where if you do, for example, 100 and 200 client is there. If you do some coding, it will be available in 100 and 200 also. But if you do some configuration changes in the sales area or customer types or sales price, customer information, it will be available in 100 client only. So those are client dependent uh, uh, modules. So yesterday I have explained about different systems. Uh, those systems are, I'm giving a landscape where the system landscape. Development client will be a sandbox, development client, and a test client. This is a vague picture. Every organization will not have all these. So, basing on their financial and basing on their usage, they will select the client. So, normal sequence, if you ask me, one development client, for example, development 200, one test client, quality client 100, and then production 300. So, these three will be definitely available in a smaller organization. But when it comes to a big organization, definitely they will choose for two or three clients in every every system. Development system comes to sandbox. Sandbox is where you can test enormously, and it says everybody will say it is a zero data client where no data will be available and required configurations and testings can be done in the sandbox easily. Development client. So basic configurations are available, and these configurations, using these configurations, you can copy and make your required developments easily. And these are development clients. In the development also, some people use testing purpose one more development server. So you have done coding here and doing the testing in the other development client. So like this, a development can be divided into three clients, and quality system also can be divided. Pre-production. Most of the organizations, smaller organizations or smaller entities, pre-production may not be available, but bigger companies definitely go for pre-production also, and then production systems. So these are the sequences of different systems available in an ERP and SAP. So this is the login page. When we wanted to enter into SAP, yesterday I have already presented you login page. So that is the login page which we have seen. We need to enter the appropriate client, give your username, password, and give your desired language so that it will enter into the system and display your own language, whichever preferred your own preferred language. So going into SAP Easy Access screen. So as per this is the SAP menu which I have already shown you. So once again I'll show you this SAP menu. So this is the SAP menu which is available, and these are transactions, master data and transaction data. What is master data means? Master data is created once and it is used in the future purpose. Transaction data is the regular transactions which you do on day-to-day basis. So this is master data and transaction data. So uh, transaction codes. Um, this is the transaction bar where we need to enter the transaction code. We can create a transaction code from 4 characters to uh, 20 characters. But usually your company norms will decide what type of transaction code need to be given. Standard transaction codes are already available in the system. If you are going for a customization, then you need to specify a transaction code for that. Those transaction codes will be decided by your company norms and your organization where you are working. So this is about transactions. So yesterday I've said you can open 6 parallel sessions when it comes to production server. So this is one window which I have opened here. If I want to open new window, this is second session. Third session I can open. So like that, 6 sessions I can open in a single go. So these are the 6 sessions which I can open. Uh, Next comes to slash O and slash N. Yesterday in the class, whoever are there, they may be aware, and I will repeat the same again. If you want to close this window and open a new transaction, we will go for slash N and give the transaction number. So this is the new transaction page which is opened by closing the previous one. So this is the only single window which is available right now. And if I want to close this window and I open the new window ME23N. So this single window only available by closing the older transaction if I give slash N. Okay. Next is slash O, where I'll retain that page and open a new window in the system. So this is the only window which is available right now. So I will keep this as it is and I'll open a new window slash O MM60. So this is the second window. It retained the first window and opened a second window. So slash O and slash N usage, you can know that. And if you want to log off slash NEX, you can type in the session bar. Directly, it will log you off from the system. We can, if we type slash NEX, it will log you off. And if I delete the session, if I want to delete the session slash I. So these are different shortcuts which are available in the SAP system right now. Next, I have explained these also. Different sessions, how to create a parallel session, how to terminate the current session, provide user info parameters. So, what are the main tables which are available for the transaction? So, these are the different options which are available in the SAP screen, where I'll display you for this. So, systems. So, user parameters, user data. If I go to user data, so this is my user which I have logged with. So there are some different parameters which are already set. So I can change these parameters as per my requirement. If I wish to see points at the starting level and uh, go for comma in the last level. So those are also there. So basing on my requirement, I will select the function. And this is the date format, different date formats which are given. These are user parameter level date formats. And my time zone, my current time zone, what is the system time zone. So these are the different data available. Uh, Different menus are also available here. Quick viewer, table maintenance, extended table maintenance, cluster maintenance. So there are different options where you can modify your SAP screen basing on your requirements. So if I am regularly using a transaction, I can create a favorite of that transaction also. Yesterday, which I have already shown. So once again, I'll just display it for you. So I'll go to material management. I feel purchasing is my regular usage transaction. I'll click on the display and make it as favorites, add to my favorites. So here you can see favorites is added for my ME23 and transaction. So one more thing which I have explained yesterday. So where options. So there are different systems we have seen: development, quality, uh, pre-production and production servers. So we can maintain different color settings, controls. So if you maintain different colors for different systems, it will be easy for you to identify on which system you are parallelly working. Definitely, being a consultant, you need to see the production data and replicate your production error in the test system. So you will parallelly open two sessions of production and quality side by side. And when you are working, by mistake, you may post something in the production data which is not correct. So they'll use different colors to identify just by seeing the screen. Every time they cannot go to the bottom of the page and see what is the system I am using. Now I am using S4H 400 system. If it is development, it will be like S4D. If it is production, S4P. So those are different nomenclatures which are available at the organization level. So we cannot go every time to the bottom menu and see on which system we are working. So we'll differentiate the systems by using different colors. So these are the system differentiations which are available. And the topics which we are going to cover also, I'll be present now. So as we are familiar with ERP and what is R3 architecture. So three layer of presentations, three layers are there. One is presentation, application layer, and database layer. So we'll go to the topics of the uh, content which we are going to see. So what is ERP and landscaping, which we have discussed right now. Uh, Even key differences of HANA and ECC will give you, and how interview questions will be available on ECC and HANA. We'll give the overview of that also. And what are the roles of an consultant? What are the responsibilities? And type of SAP projects are available, project methodologies available. So there are different methodologies available for project implementation, like agile methodology, water flow methodology. So these are different types of methodologies which are available in the market, and we'll explain those also. And what are the roles and responsibility of SAP consultant? So being a consultant, your first and foremost rule is not to post anything in the production server from your ID. That is the main key role which you need to keep it in mind. And what consultant will do is, if there is an error in the production server, he need to analyze the error. I first identify and analyze the error, and if possible, he need to provide a solution, or else he need to replicate the same scenario in the test system and analyze with the coding person in the back end. And he can see that what is the error, and basing on what is the problem which occurred to stop those transactions, and they can provide a solution. So this is the main role and responsibility of an consultant. And even other roles and responsibilities are also there, which we will clearly discuss one by one. And next will be introduction to SAP and procure to pay cycle. Uh, Introduction to SAP means SAP is like complete material management as a master data. So, what are the different strategies where is required, and what are the organizations usually prefer For example, a small organization like Sawmill, they prefer only two modules, SAP and finance. So smaller organizations tend to definitely go for SAP MM and finance, because every uh, organization will definitely have material and money, two M's. So those two M's will be your finance and MM. Procure to pay cycle. Uh, this procure to pay cycle is an outline where we will see how a material purchase will be started from purchase requisition, and how it is an internal document which is created by our own organization internally. It is for our reference. For example, administrative person will be there. He wanted some papers or pens. So he will raise a requisition. So, but that requisition is saying that my office require papers and pens, but this need to be approved by some other person. So that purchase order will be created for that, and that will be approved, and it will be given as a legal document to a vendor where goods are available to purchase. So that vendor will provide you the goods, and after goods are received from the vendor, will do the goods receipt and store those goods in our inventory, and do the invoice and payment to the vendor is complete procure to pay cycle. There are other cycles also. We will give the outline of those other cycles. Source to pay, where vendor is uh, created by the data which is given by the vendor in the websites which are available. Those sort of scenarios also will cover in this MM role and responsibilities. Next comes to organizational units of MM. So MM organizational unit starts from plant, but we will make you do from the company code level also. Why? Because it is a test system. So you need to know what is company code, even though finance is creating in the regular standard scenarios where live scenarios are available and in the organization. But we will make you train in such a way you can create your own company code and build your own organization. For example, uh, there are Tata Industries are there. So Tata Industries is a big company where will higher level is Tata Industries. So it is divided into different entities like Tata Motors, Tata Aerospace, Tata Steel, Tata Power. So these are different entities which are available. So those come under plants. So those plants have different storage locations. When you go into a plant, nobody will store those goods at the place where we receive. They'll have a separate inventory space where they'll keep the stores count of those goods which are received. So those are storage locations. And purchase organizations. So purchase organizations are with which we will order. For example, purchase organization, how we can define a purchase organization means uh, a group of people or type of materials which we want to purchase, we can confine as purchase organization, and the sub entities are purchase groups. For example, in an organization like uh, car manufacturing, a group of people will have a good contact with vendors who can provide engine parts very easily. So those organization and that group will take care for the purchase of engine parts. And outer body parts has a group of people has expertise in selecting those outer body part vendors. So those are differentiated into different groups. So purchase organizations, purchase groups. So how we will link this company code to plant and this purchase organization to plant, and what are the different types of purchase organization available, like standard purchase organization, reference purchase organization, and purchase normal purchase organization. These are three types of purchase organizations available. We'll discuss. on this enterprise structure. Coming to master data. So master data will be uh, different. What are the types of master data available? What are the views are available? What are the fields are available? And how those fields are used in the live scenarios. I have already explained in the yesterday's class. Serial number profile is a field. It is present at three places. One is sales, other is work scheduling view, other is plant data storage. Why the same part is stored at three places means while selling, you will sell a part with the serial number so that if it returns, you can track it back. While storing, you will keep the part basing on your serial number so that you can easily pick the serial number stock whenever it is required. Even while production also, you will cross verify the same part you are using or not basing on the serial number. So these are the three places where serial number profile is used, and SAP has given at the same one at three different places. So every field which is given in SAP at that place has a particular meaning for that. We'll explain in such a way why this field is present here, how this field can be used by business in different business scenarios, how retail people will use, how production industry can use, how a repetitive manufacturing industry can use. So those will clearly discuss and what are the interview questions can be asked. Next is vendor master. It is business partner in S4 HANA. It is not as a vendor master or customer master. So business partner is the single transaction which is given uh, clearly by SAP HANA, so that a same customer can be maintained as a vendor and same person can act as a customer and vendor. Previous ECC used to maintain two different numbers for the same person as a customer and a vendor. So here in HANA, there is a uh, coordination with both customer and vendor and make it as a single number so that same person can be created as a customer and vendor. So business partner, and I will explain in the classes that what is the ECC transactions which are used previously for business partner and what is the main difference of ECC and HANA when coming to business partner. Purchase info record. In S4 HANA, purchase info record is the key where it will store automatically from the backend for the first record which you have created in the transaction. For example, I have created a material a purchase order using a material. For example, I have a requirement of uh, some books. So my material is 200 pages white book. So I want to purchase it from some XYZ bookstores and with the price of 40 rupees per book. So I have created a purchase order in my system. In the back end, automatically system stores the combination of price, the combination of supplier and material which I have used in the back end, which is called purchase info record. So source list, quotations, so business partner role setup. So business partner role setup means uh, different types of business partners will be available. So some business partners are for manufacturer, user for electrical purposes. Some employees, even employees are also created as a business partner. So business partner as an employee, some business partner for purchasing some type of parts. So differentiation of different business partners also will take care. Next is procurement cycle, external procurement cycle, where it includes purchase requisition, RFQs, quotation comparisons, purchase orders. goods receipt, invoice, and logistic verification. So all these will cover in the procurement cycle. Uh, RFQs usually smaller companies may not use, but having the data of RFQ is also required as an consultant, because RFQs also come under uh, MM. And different type of purchase orders also we'll explain. Not only going for single purchase order, which is where we can purchase materials. So there are purchase orders which are differentiated basing on the asset purchase, service purchase, production orders, other purchase orders linked to sale order, purchase orders linked to production order. So there are different purchase orders where we can create in the system. Blanket purchase orders are available. So all these type of purchase orders will cover. So next comes to document types and release strategies. So purchase order, I have created a purchase order. So if, continuously, if I am going to create purchase orders, how would I differentiate those purchase orders is my main thing. So I want to see the purchase of all the service purchases which I have done, and I want to see the purchase orders for which material purchases are done. How I differentiate is basing on the document type of the purchase order which is available in SAP. So, for example, I'll show you one ME23 and transaction. So see, here is the NB purchase order. This is my document type, standard purchase order. So other purchase order is stock transport order. So there are some other purchase orders, different document types, framework order, FO. So these are different document types of purchase orders where available. Basing on my requirement, I will create a purchase order, and I differentiate those purchase orders while creating a report. ME2N is my report for purchase orders. So here the document type is there. So I'll give purchase order document type here. For example, NBF, transport services, stock transport orders. Okay. So I have given some document type and I am executing this report. It will give me the list of purchase orders which are only UB purchase orders. Let me ALV document types UB execute. See, all the purchase document types are UB only. So if I give some other purchase document type here, I can differentiate what are the different purchase orders which I have created. So this is one topic, document types. Number ranges configurations. Here, your purchase document will be having some number. So as per the system has given your purchase or document number as 4500000195, 258, 279. So how to assign these number ranges to your purchasing document types? Even material master also has those number ranges. So how to configure those number ranges and how to identify numbers? Release strategies. Release strategy is where when we create a purchase order, we cannot directly give that purchase order to vendor and purchase the goods. Some are the other higher official need to approve in your organization to get those goods. Because some people will say these are required or not. So we thought that some parts are required for this manufacturing, and we want to purchase it. But the manager level person will think in another way and say that, okay, we can use those parts also instead of these. Those are already available in our system. So this purchase order is not required. There should be some or the other place where those restrictions are to be done. Those are release strategies where they will approve your purchase order or purchase requisition which is created. There are different release strategies which are available in SAP. Normal standard release strategies are available. Flexible workflow is available in S4 HANA. And how these release strategies are created, we will explain that part. And different types of orders, as I said, the stock transport order and those configurations. Stock transport order is where you will transfer material from one plant to other plant. Of Tata Industries are there, there are different plants which are available, Tata Automobiles, Tata Cars. So some automobile parts may be useful at the car level, so they can transfer stock from one plant to other plant. That is called stock transport order. We will explain those also. Contracts and schedule agreements, pricing procedures. So contract is usually will go to a vendor and will say them, I will purchase so and so amount of goods from you for this year. So how much discount will you give for those goods? So that is 1 year level, or these many number of materials I'll purchase from you. So how much discount will you give? So those are contracts and outline agreements which we maintain in SAP system. Scheduling agreements are also can be done. Pricing procedures, usually why this pricing procedure is available in SAP. When you purchase a goods in India, uh, you will have uh, your GSTs and other taxes. But when you purchase goods in foreign countries, you will need to pay the customs duties also. And so there are different pricing procedures where it will calculate the price of material basing on the purchase you have done. Is your pricing procedure. It is a separate entity which is definitely important for an consultant to know how the price of the material is calculated, how the tax of the material is calculated. So when it comes to same state, uh, CGST, SGST, 9%, IGST, different state. And when it comes to other countries, uh, will go for custom duties. Some other countries, only VAT tax will be available. How we will maintain these taxes and how the pricing procedure is useful. These all things we'll cover in this pricing. Inventory. So inventory management is where you store the goods, how we'll receive goods, how we'll transfer the goods. Batch management, how you'll receive those goods in batches, how you will receive those goods in serial numbers. What is physical inventory? So stock is available for you today. You will count those stock again tomorrow. And if there is a difference, those differences will be added in the system. Those are physical inventories. Valuation and account determination. So how your price will be going into the GL accounts, so where finance will be tracking profit and loss, and how those linkages are done by OBYC configurations. So these are the different types of valuation and account determinations. Special procurements, subcontracting, service procurement, third party procurement, returnable packages. So all these can be covered. Output management. So how your print smart forms, how your print is required, how your vendor asks you to give a printout of the purchase order, how we can define those print and what are the output conditions. What is split valuation? Uh, if a same material has different prices in the same plant, refurbished material will be having one price, and other material will be a new material will be having different price. So refurbished material will be half price, which is repaired one. So that split valuation also will explain mass update of data like LSMW and even LTMC if it is available. Those screenshots we can present, mass upload data, integration of different modules, different scenarios of pharma industry, retail industry, manufacturing industry, repeating industry, reporting and interview preparation. So interview preparation will be final entity, but while explaining all these scenarios, in the middle of also we'll explain how your interview questions can be framed basing on this live scenario which they have used. For example, here uh, this is one field where I'll display you /n mm03. This is my material. I'll select one material. This is the base frames. So I have selected this material. And coming to interview question on this name. So this is my material name. This is my description. My description will can come up to maximum 40 characters. So my material is having more than 40 characters. Then what I need to do? Go to additional data. Basic data text is available. Here you can n number of characters where you can give your material description elaborately. Here in this description where 40 characters, first we need to cut the description for your identification to 40 characters and later on we can populate all those complete description here in the basic data text. So while covering this also will cover interview questions and later on at the final entity will prepare a mock interview questions sort of things and we can proceed and make you ready for a uh, interview. Even what is the type of implementation, what is rollout, so what is the process of implementation also will explain clearly in the training purpose, in the training, future training classes. So this is for today. So if anyone has any doubts, please raise your concerns.
Okay. Thanks, Siram. I'll stop the recording.
Yes,
Uh, Maybe 2 minutes. I'll hold on the recording.
yes,
Okay, just to confirm, so that we'll buy the server as well access to you. Okay.
yeah, yes,
So in addition to that, I just got a thought. So I can give some web classes as well for you. So you don't
yeah,
need to pay anything extra as a fees and all. Once you join the MMO, so I can take some web sessions as well to you, which is required as a SAP functional consultant. It will be a good
okay,
added advantage for you.
okay.
Okay, there is the one point I thought to tell about dictionary, basic programming, function models. This I can take some sessions either parallelly.
Oh, then that will be easy,
Right,
definitely.
it will be better, right? Is to all the people. Yeah,
Yes.
I will take that accordingly.
So
I just got that thought idea.
even table level above dictionary also
Everything
will
I'll
be
take.
covered.
Tables, complete
So,
adaptation will take end to end.
so even when you are coordinating with the technical person, it will be easy for your
It's like more or less you can project as a techno-functional freshers if you are
yes,
joining as a fresher.
techno functional freshers.
So you
Yes,
can tell that ABAP, these areas I'm perfect. Also, these areas I have learned ABAP. This is what.
yes,
So whatever that I am going to teach, I will teach accordingly what it needs for the techno-functional people.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Anyone has any questions in the ERP or basic outline which I have told in the topics?
Hi Sriram, I just want to know if
Hmm.
with a experience of 16 years, if we start now as a SAP MM consultant, will I
Yes,
be able to get a job outside?
definitely, definitely. because your pay may not be as of 16 years experience person, but definitely it will be good because a normal end user who has SAP basic knowledge with a 3 years end user experience is getting a package of around 8 to 10 lakhs.
Okay.
So SAP is ready to provide salary and package as good as other ERPs, and but initially we need to make some sacrifice basing on your salary which you are receiving. But later on, the growth will definitely, I can say, will not match that your old company cannot match your growth with the SAP which you are wanted to pursue right now. Because my juniors who are trained in SAP, they used to work in a pharma company. They have worked around 6 years in a pharma company, and they started their career as a fresher with a package of 6 lakhs, and now their experience is 4 years, and current package of them is 15 lakhs.
My only
Just
doubt is,
yes,
let's see if for a 16 years plus total experience, if
yes,
can will they accept as a fresher in consultancy field?
yes, definitely they will accept because what is the field you are working? May I know that a
I
domain which you
am
are working?
in account,
Okay,
so I in the accounts I'm only in the as a background. So
okay.
background this thing. So I just want to know if at all if I choose this as a career
Hmm,
now,
hmm.
will they be able to will I be able to get a job outside as a fresher in SAP consultant? Or
That is what because there are smaller companies which
okay,
accept or consider this previous background experience also as
okay,
a client side working experience, and they are picking into the SAP because SAP has nowadays very few people who can handle the client easily.
okay,
SAP can be handled by every person, as there is no problem with the using of SAP or making a transaction or resolving error in the SAP. But
okay,
when it comes to client, so you need to face the client. So nowadays, companies are searching for a person who can handle the client as well as SAP. A person who has a job experience definitely can handle the client. So they are preferring those people. And
okay,
even SAP, uh, freelance also are also there. Some people are companies are just seeing for a freelancer who can work in SAP for 6 months. They'll provide you salary for those 6 months, and they wanted to close their work in those 6 months, and they'll search for if there is any other work, they'll provide you, or else 6 months that contract will be closed. So there are different ways where you can enter into SAP and get experience in SAP. So after your hands-on experience is available, no MNC will stop you to get into the uh, uh, so initially, MNC may not see your 16 years experience, but smaller company which is going to do some implementations and directly will be sitting in front of client will definitely see a person who has some handling experience of client or who can speak to the client. Definitely will see and allow you for a as a separate consultant. I can say that.
thanks.
Anyone?
Okay. I think then thanks to all. Confirm to me, okay, na? So we'll go on next class.
We can plan basing on your timings and visibilities. I can go for
Yes, yes,
classes.
yes, yes.
Okay, Mahesh. Thanks,
May I know
Okay,
when
everyone.
bye.
is the
Yeah,
next
thanks.
class?
Yes, just reach out to Mahesh. Basing on the persons who has reached, he'll divide into batches. Working people into one batch, non-working people into other batch, so that it will be easy for all the people to coordinate and join on the time on that time. Reach out to Mahesh, basing on the people, and he'll divide the batches and let you know the timings of the next class.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Ron. Yeah. Okay, bye. Yeah.